It's time for high school basketball game night. Now here's your play-by-play announcers for tonight's game.
Hello and welcome to the 10th annual Downtown Dothan Hoops Classic. Tonight it's going to be Northview and Barbour County going at it here as they work to advance to a Tuesday night date with Eufaula. Bobby Price, Mick Kirkland, and our good buddy, what did you say your name was?
Cliff the Diamond Diamond.
Cliff the Diamond Diamond, okay?
Mitt's got it right.
What you think, Cliff?
Oh, well, you said a lot of it. It's a big game here. These teams are familiar with each other. I think they've played each other a couple times this year, with Northview coming out on top both those times. So I look forward to a good game.
Yeah.
If you are Barbour County.
Northview and Barbour County. And
Northview has won both those games.
well, the Cougars are riding high this year. They lost one for a long time, but then over this Christmas break, they lost a heartbreaker to one of the games in their tournament. And so we'll see what happens with the Barbour County Jaguars tonight.
And Bobby, we had an opportunity to see the Cougars play. They are a fast, quick team. They shoot a lot of three-pointers, and they're a good fast break team. So you can look for an up-tempo game out of the Cougars.
Number 30, that's Jack Russo, and it wouldn't go for him. So here comes the Cougars on the attack. 23, and it drives the basket. It won't go. And 34 gets the rebound, and that is Markeith Williams for the Jaguars. Both teams seem to want to move that ball around quite quickly. And there's an overshot for a three. So here come the Cougars with a fast break. Number 5, Javante Lee. Lee shoots it over to Terrell Harris. And number 4 from the corner won't go. Rebound by Northview. Number 5 takes a shot, and it's good. And it's a three.
And that was Javante Lee with that three-pointer, Bobby. And like we said, this Cougar is a very good three-point shooting team.
What we got going on here is the scorekeeper is trying to determine something with number 21. I'm not sure.
Blue has the wrong starter. Number 21, number 20 instead of 21.
They had the wrong starter on the floor. They had number 21 instead of number 20 out there. I don't think I've ever heard of that before.
That's the first time I've run across that. So as they continue to discuss it here to see what the story is going to be, they had listed number 20 as the starter, that being
Jaquez Oliver.
Jaquez Oliver, and they started DeJuan Walton. So they're checking their scorecard.
Yeah, it was
30 and 34. We're looking at the wrong book, baby.
okay. I think there's a disagreement on.
My understanding is the officials are supposed to sign off on those lineups and everything before it gets underway. But still, if they start the wrong one, that's got to be a technical.
I'm guessing it's going to be a technical foul.
So looks like they're going to correct it on the book, on the official scorebook, bringing both coaches together here to explain what the situation is and what the final turnout's going to be from this. We're saying a technical foul on the Jaguars, but we will wait to see what the official says. And now he's conferring with his cohorts.
Okay, okay, it will be the Jaguars' ball.
So no tech looks like. No tech at all. No foul of any kind.
Okay.
Okay, 3-0 is our score. For Northview, you made that shot for Northview.
That was Javante Lee with the 3.
Okay, the Jaguars with the ball now. Number 10, Tarian Scott, over to 21. And in the corner, Northview is going to come up with it, but they're going to call a foul.
Well, they said he was out of bounds, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, 23 was out of bounds. Okay. So it'll be Jaguar ball. Number 14, Jeff Lynn, is trying to toss it in, and he does, to number 10, Tarian Scott. And they turn it over.
Yeah, that's going to be the first turnover for Barbour County.
So here come the Cougars, 6:27. They lead by 3-0. Rod Melton into number 3, who shoots a short 3-shot. That was Javante Lee. And but there's a 3-pointer from number 10, Tarian Scott.
That time Scott answered with a 3 for Barbour County. So we're tied at 3 apiece, and we played 2 minutes into the game.
A little rotation with Terrell Harris. He drives toward the basket, dishes it off to number 2, and he's going to be fouled by the Jaguars.
That foul is on number 21, Walton, his first.
Okay. So at the line to shoot is number 2, Sean Holmes. He misses.
Holmes misses his first. Holmes is a really good 3-point shooter. If he gets hot, Cliff, we know he can set the nets on fire.
Definitely, he's definitely their 3-point specialist, without a doubt.
Full court pressure from the Cougars.
Neither team has been able to get into any kind of rhythm so far.
Air ball from 30 in the corner. So here comes the Cougars on the fast break. A turnover. Number 30 picks it up. That's Jaquel Rusal. And the Jaguars come in. That's a turnover for the Cougars. Jaguars trying to move the ball around the top of the key. Finds a guy wide open in the back door, and he puts in 2. That's Tarian Scott.
Yeah, Scott has hit all 5 of Barbour County's points. They go ahead by 5-4 over Northview.
Terrell Lee puts it up, and it's going to be an air ball. And the Jaguars get the rebound as they quickly get it across. Goes out to 30, 21 across the way, and goes inside to the big guy, and he puts it up and in. That is Mark Keith Williams.
And that's typical of Barbour County to have a big man like that down low. Not just tall, but a big guy, thick like that.
I like those big guys.
They always have somebody like that, an offensive lineman down there.
Big fight under the basket.
Good rebounder.
And it stays with the Cougars. All right, we're getting ready for the inbounds toss. Here we go. Out to Terrell Harris. Comes over to Javante Lee, and in the corner, shoots for 3, and it won't go. So here come the Jaguars again. Number 10 shoots, misses, and a rebound from number 2, Sean Holmes.
Northview just hasn't been able to get any kind of rhythm going so far in this game. And a fast team has to get some rhythm going.
And number 2, Holmes, is going to be fouled in the act of shooting, so he'll come to the line to shoot a pair. Number 30.
Roussard is called
Roussard.
for the foul.
That's the second team foul. So Holmes, first one's up and in.
Holmes is 2 of 3 from the line tonight with 2 points.
24 comes into the game for the Cougars. Charles Asuzu. That's a mouthful.
I think we saw him have a good night the other night.
Okay, and Holmes makes both.
Northview has only made 1 field goal so far in this game.
There's been a free throw and 3 ones. And that's a turnover.
And so Barbour County commits that second turnover. We'll see if the Cougars can take advantage of the miscue.
Also in is Coach Chasen, number 15.
Chasen is 6 feet 8 inches, so he's by far the tallest player on the court.
Terrell Harris gets a high toss, but
Travel.
and he's going to be charged with traveling, so that's another turnover for the Cougars.
Yeah, the second one for the Cougars, and like I said, Bobby, they're kind of out of rhythm, out of sync so far in this game, and they're trailing 7-6, and we're over halfway through the first period of play.
Willie Screws comes in to the lineup, number 24 for Barbour County. Corner shot for 3 is good. By number 30.
Barbour County's come out strong here, and Roussard knocks in a 3, and that's the second 3-pointer of the game.
Almost a turnover there by Northview. Still looking a little shaky on offense here to start out.
They really are, Cliff. It's not what we're used to seeing Northview do.
Not at all.
Okay, we got a full foul against the blue. Number 34, Markeith Williams.
That's his first.
Third team foul. Guy number 12 comes in for the Cougars, Jalen Fleming.
I think Coach Fleming is just trying to get some players in there to try to get something going.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And that'll do it.
Yeah, that's a big 3-pointer. Javante Lee hits his second 3, yeah.
Still down by 1. All the way across the court. Number 10 in the corner to 30.
Chasen gets the rebound. The Cougars out on the break. Drive, nice move to the basket that time by number 5, Javante Lee.
They put that in for 2. That was a nice basket.
And that's what Northview needs right now. They need to get Lee and Melton going. Those are their 2 guys.
And the Cougars are taking a 1-point lead, 11-10.
2 minutes left in the first. Traveling on 24.
He took a couple steps there.
Yeah, and there's the third turnover for the Jaguars here in the first.
All right, it's a 1-point lead for the Cougars, 11-10 as we go under 2 minutes, 1:55. Inside to the big guy. It's knocked away from him, and he's fouled. Now, he's a big guy at 6'8", isn't he?
Oh, he's a tall one.
He's bigger than the big guy, 34.
And Markeith Williams picks up his second foul for Barbour County. So he's going to take a seat in to replace him. It's Jalen Robinson, number 40.
Yep. Three-point shot. Boom.
I tell you what, Javante Lee is starting to warm up. That's 3 threes for him and a 2. So he has 11 points. 11 of Northview's 14.
Kobe Bryant. No, number 12. Jalen Fleming.
So Fleming picks up the foul.
That's the first foul for the Cougars in this game. .22 into the game. This is Shavantis Williams for the Jaguars. Foul on the Cougars. Number 4, Rod Melton. So double O comes in, Devon Dancy. It didn't take Dancy long to get in and get a foul.
Right, he was trying to go for the steal and got him with all body, so it's another Cougar foul. That'll be
That's the third team foul.
Yeah, third team foul. Cougars in a press, and he traveled. Yeah, he
so they worked and they got the turnover.
Yeah, that's the 4th turnover in the period for the Jaguars.
Into Javante Lee, and then we get a turnover. So here come the Jaguars.
Cougars give the ball right back to the Jaguars.
Number 30 misses this one. And Charles Asuzu.
Nice
Great pass into Asuzu.
Oh, man, what a shot.
And Lee's putting on a clinic right now.
But Asuzu got the rebound on the other end of the court and got the pass and the basket for Northview.
Foul's going to be called against the Cougars. Number 5, Lee.
Lee picks up his first foul.
That's a 4th team foul. 4 fouls, 14 fouls for each squad.
Northview is going up 16-10. They was trailing 10-6. So right now they're on a 10-0 run.
Screws misses his first one. Has another one coming. His number 21 comes into the game now for the Lions. Second free throw from number 24, Willie Screws. He makes 1 of 2.
Northview right now is on a 10-1 run. They came out a little flat, but they've been able to get some things going here late in the first period because of the great shooting of Javante Lee. He has 3 3-pointers.
And you know, Barbour County is always going to come out and play great defense. It's hard to really get going against them.
Foul on 21. That's his second. That's a 5th team foul. So Lee looks to get something going. 3-point shot is off the mark.
Oh, that time
Danzy had come up with and he missed Sean Holmes trying to get it to him under the basket. Went out of bounds.
Yeah, it's another Cougar turnover. That's number 4. And both teams have committed 4 turnovers here in the first.
That brings us to the end of 1 with the score 16 for the hometown Cougars, 11 for the visiting Jaguars of Barbour County. You're watching the CIVIC Sports Network. All right, back at the Civic Center for the All right, back at the Civic Center for the 10th annual Downtown Dothan Hoops Classic. We're in the 3rd game of the night. A couple of teams have already advanced, and we're trying to see who the Cougars will and the Jaguars will be playing on Tuesday evening. It's a 16-11 score. Northview on top, make it 18-11.
And Javante Lee has put up his 10th. No, it's
11th point.
Yeah.
23 shoots from the corner, hits the top of the thing. So here comes the Cougars quickly.
13 points, Bobby.
13.
Yeah, 13 for Lee.
Terrell Harris out to number 3, Mitchell. There's a shot missed, and hustling is number 14, Nashir Pearson. That three-pointer is wide, and they fight for it.
And I saw something that I really liked. Pearson missed the shot. He followed up and got his own rebound.
Yeah.
And great hustle.
That full court press has given the Jaguars big-time trouble. Almost a turnover there. Willie Screws will be throwing this one into number 22. This was going to be on Terrell Harris.
As on number 23, Harris picks up his first foul.
Yep, that's 5 apiece.
To the displeasure of Coach Fleming. And
He travels.
Yeah, that's going to be
another turnover.
Yeah, turnover number 5 for the Jaguars here in the first half.
Number 5, Lee shoots short. And it's kicked by Lee. So it stays with the Jaguars. And they got to fight that press again.
Three on one.
The big guy gets a rebound. Number 14 is going to be Pearson.
We've seen the Jaguars go into a bit of a scoring drought here. It's been at least 5 minutes since they've scored, it feels like.
So they had the line to shoot a pair, which is number 24, Willie Screws. He's 0 for 1.
No, he's 1 of 2.
1 of 2?
Yes.
I'm sorry, you're right.
But, yeah, if you look at it, the Jaguars led the Cougars 10-6, and now it's 18-12.
How do you make the first one? Makes the second. 3 or 4. In the corner, number 2 shoots for 3. Nails it. Holmes.
Sean Holmes gets his 6-pointer of the night and his first 3-pointer.
Jaguars trying to do something, and looks like it's all Cougars.
Cougars
Harris to the basket.
Cougars are running now, Bobby.
Yeah, that's Terrell Harris he gets his first 2. So we've got a timeout on the floor with 5:54 left. 23 points for the Cougars, and they lead by 10 here. Just a couple of almost 3 minutes into the period. And we were talking. Okay, back at the Civic Center, you can see that we've got practically a full house, if not a full house, as we're set for the Jaguars to toss it in, and they have had their hands full with the press from Northview.
Yeah, Bobby, Northview has really, the press has definitely caused some problems for the Jaguars. That's their 6th turnover. But one of the things that's really made a difference in this game has been the Cougars have started shooting much better, thanks to Javante Lee.
Harris back over to Lee, shoots for 3. It's no good, and the Jaguars get the rebound.
Another thing I've liked from Northview tonight is they've been really aggressive going to get rebounds.
.5:22 left. It's a 10-point Cougar lead. Jaguars trying to get something going.
And we have a foul
on the Cougars. Excuse me, on the Jaguars.
And that's going to be the 3rd foul on Marquis Williams. And that could definitely spell trouble for Coach White and his team. Holmes kicks it out.
Okay, the Cougars unable to cash in on that one, so here come the Jaguars. Number 30 driving the basket. Nice little layup for number 30, Rousseau.
That's 5 points for Rousseau.
That's what I'm saying.
That foul is number 24, Willis Cruz.
At the free throw line is Kendrick Mitchell. He misses. All right, Mitchell looks to set up to play. Lee. Out to Terrell Harris.
Oh. Hey, Harris said we'll take him any way we can. It banked it off the glass, but hey, it counts for 3.
That's right. Open. It's 2-on-1. But the Cougars get down there quickly. 14 puts it up, misses. That was Jeff Lynn. And here come the Cougars once again. Terrell Harris into the corner to Holmes.
Oh, baby. Hey, I knew that when they left Holmes wide open in the corner. He got there a little late, and Holmes just drilled that one.
Yeah, he's not a guy you want to leave open very often.
And they are having a heck of a time with this this coverage that the Cougars have. Nice touch from 24. Or Isuzu.
I'll tell you what I like Isuzu's style. He's kind of a quiet player, but he's an impact player, Cliff.
He is. He's a gritty guy. He's down there fighting for position with that big guy.
30 gets it up. Can't get it. Gets his own rebound, puts it up, finally goes in.
Great hustle that time by Jaquel Rousseau, sticking with it and getting the basket. That gives him 7 points for the Jaguars. They're trailing 31-17.
Under 2.5 minutes to play. Excuse me, under 3 minutes to play.
Try to go with the
turnover.
Pass right
Cougar
there.
turnover. Here come the Jaguars. Driving toward the basket.
Nice move. Oh.
Holmes comes down with a rebound. Gets it over to Mitchell. Mitchell's driving to the corner. Holmes.
Yes.
Oh, baby.
Boy, that's 3 threes for Holmes.
He's having one of them nights.
I tell you what, Northview. Did I just see the lights blinking in the Civic Center? I think they're shooting the lights. Because, man, they are drilling them from downtown. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 threes here in the first half, Bobby. So that's, if you look at the difference in the scoring, those 3-pointers have definitely made a difference for the Cougars.
Had a quick. There was a quick 30 seconds, 34-17. And the Cougars still working on that full court press. Number 10 to the basket, it won't go. And Holmes gets the rebound. Traveling on the Jaguars.
And that's turnover number 8 unofficially. And the Cougars have definitely been able to capitalize on the turnovers by Barbour County.
All right, Coach Chasen is in the game now. As number 5, Lee takes a break.
He couldn't make it. Oh, man.
Boy, I tell you what, Sean Holmes, He's the crowd pleaser tonight. He's warmed up, Cliff.
He has.
I tell you what, he's warmed in that 81-degree weather we've had tonight.
He is. Impressive. Him and Lee tonight.
Number 40 goes to the free throw line.
That foul is on Kobe Bryant.
Yep.
He's away from L.A. tonight. He's right here live in the Dothan Civic Center.
Farewell tour.
Yeah.
KJ Hunter misses. No, excuse me, Jalen Robinson.
Boy, when Northview shooting like they are tonight, I don't know who can beat them.
Hey, you know, Cliff, we were there. We saw one of their games earlier this year, and, you know, putting up 25, 30 points in a period is nothing to this team when they are on.
They're electric this year.
He misses both.
They're not big, but they have a lot of speed, and they have some good shooters.
And they're turning up the intensity on defense. They're emphasizing that this year. You can tell. 15 points.
Oh! Sean Holmes with his 5th three of the game.
My Lord.
5th three of the first half.
That's got to be a Hoops Classic record.
Gotta be.
Gotta be.
He has 18 points.
And it is already 40-17. Can you guys believe that?
Well, the score was 10-6. Barbour County led 10-6. And Northview has gone on a run, and they have not looked back.
No, he wouldn't.
he was just going to see if his luck was still going. He wasn't quite set for that one.
How could you blame him?
No, I couldn't blame him. Hey.
I wouldn't blame him if he would cross half court.
I think he was out of gas, too, Mitt.
Yeah.
Because he's sitting down.
Yeah.
As Devon Danzy comes back in. Number 10 gets a three.
And that's his second three.
Yep.
Scott has
20-point Cougar League, 40,
8
20
points.
Danzy.
Jaguars get the rebound, gets it across midcourt with 35 seconds left in the half. Looks like they're spreading it around, trying to slow down for the last shot, maybe. Yeah. I wouldn't think so. That wouldn't be such a hot move at this point.
Well, they don't want to give Northview another opportunity. it's what it is, Bobby, and which is probably a good thing. I think Dothan Fire Department is on standby tonight.
Oh.
You know, because I tell you what.
Coach, your son. Oh, man.
Fleming misses it. So we've come to halftime, and I think the Nets are still smoking. So
we'll give them a couple of minutes to cool off.
Cool down, yeah. Like I said, Dothan Fire Department is standing by. So if Northview keeps shooting like they did at the end of the first and throughout the second, they're definitely going to need to cool those Nets down.
All right, it's halftime. It's a 20-point lead for the Cougars, 40-20 over the Jaguars of Barbour County. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Welcome back to the 10th annual Downtown Dothan Hoops Classic. We have had a barn burner here between the Jaguars and the Cougars. And Mitt, you want to hit some of that, or you want to give it a...
Yeah, we're going to talk about the three-point shooting.
It's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, Northview shot over 50% from behind the three-point line, and Sean Holmes was 5 of 8 from behind the three-point line. And so Holmes had 18 points. Lee had 13 for the Cougars. Harris 5, and 4 from Isuzu.
Okay, I was kind of watching the coach here. He has come close to getting a technical in the first half, and almost again here. It wouldn't surprise me if it don't happen most any time, because he has really been questioning some of the calls. But that's his opinion and the officials' opinion. And we got a long three-point shot from number 10, Scott Tarian, And he's got 11 points on the night.
Yeah, that's his third three of the game. And Bobby, the amazing thing about this game, Barbour County was leading 10-6, and Northview went on a 34-9 run.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
And
it's a credit to offense and defense.
And the Cougars throw the ball away, and it's
Turnover time.
a turnover, yeah. So, you know, they started off a little slow in the first period, but late in the first and throughout the second, they were on fire.
They were on all 8 cylinders.
And I don't know if you remember when we went and watched them play Jeff Davis, they had amassed about a 30-point lead, and then Jeff Davis came back all the way and made it like a 4 or 5 point game in the second half. So it'll be something to watch Northview to see if they can keep this lead up and not
Great
squander
stretch
it away.
from Javante Lee to get that rebound. In the corner.
So the Cougars missed. Barbour County off to a 3-0 run here on a big three-pointer by Scott.
Driving the basket. Whistle on number 2, I believe, for the Cougars.
Yeah, that's going to be on Sean Holmes, his first.
That's their first team foul.
At the line is number 12, Jay Richardson.
That's good. Got another coming. Makes them both. So it's a 5-0 run.
Right, the Cougars got to try to get back into some kind of rhythm here, Bobby. Right now they are out of sync, haven't been able to put it up any points here in the second half. So it's down to a 15-point lead. They led by 20.
Just trying to look for some way to either go inside or, and it's off. But a rebound by number 4.
It was Roderick Melton down there.
Melton gets his points, I believe.
Physical down there.
Yeah, count the basket.
The foul is on number 40, Jalen Robertson, his first. And that shot was by Lee, but Melton was there to put it back for the basket.
He misses the free throw. 42-25.
Barbour County is doing a good job of moving the ball around here in this half.
32, Leon Richardson gets in for 2.
And I think their game plan here in the second half
And a turnover by the Cougars.
is to a second turnover.
And a turnover by the Jaguars.
First turnover by the Jags. It's going to be out of bounds off the Jags. I think what Barbour County is going to try to do, try to slow down the pace of this game some and pass the ball around and try to just chip away at that lead. Northview is
off the Cougars, the Jaguars' fingertips.
Yeah, the Cougars have not been able to hit a 3 here in the second half. They've taken some. And they're being challenged. And I tell you what, Melton has come out in the second half, and he's making an impact.
He's charging the basket.
That foul is on
Rusall, that's his third. So Melton in the line. It's good.
He's 1 or 2 from the line with 3 points. All his points have, well, he's the only Northview player that scored here in the second half.
He misses that one. Nice hustle there from 32, Leon Richardson for 2.
I tell you, Barbour County has cut that lead down to 14 points. It was a 20-point lead. Mitchell has been quiet tonight. Number 3 for Northview, Cliff.
32, Leon Richardson.
Yeah, it's hard to make a whole lot of noise when you got 2 other guys around you that won't miss the 3. So I guess you got to get in where you fit in.
Mitchell
tonight.
shoots, makes it. That's his first basket, first free throw of the night. Got another coming. He gets them both.
So Northview has only scored, let's see,
5 points.
yeah, only 1 field goal the whole third. Barbour County's going to that power game, and the ball is stripped away, and it looked like it was going to be off Barbour County, but it's off the Cougars.
24 comes in the game. This is Charles Asuzu. The number 2 comes out, Sean Holmes. 21 shoots to 3, and it's off the mark.
And the Cougars fight for it and lose it. Offensive foul. That was a good call that time. As Suzu clearly had his position. Foul is on number
24.
Willie Screws, his
Yeah.
second. We've played half of the third, and Northview's only put up
Oh, look
5
here,
points.
wide
Mitchell.
open.
Oh, man, this is the layup. Wow. What looked like it was going to be a sure basket, and it rolls off the rim, and it's no points for the Cougars. 3:46 left in the third. The Cougars lead 45-29.
All right, back at the Civic Center, the 10th annual Downtown Dothan Hoops Classic. Really, in this third period, it's been all Jaguars, but a steal off the inbounds pass gives the Cougars 2 points from number 3, Mitchell.
Mm-hmm. That was a really great play by Mitchell that time. After missing the layup a minute ago, he made up for that one with the steal and the points.
Air ball. The turnover by the Cougars. So here come the Cougars. The Jaguars back on the offensive side of the ball and almost loses it. Oh, travels.
Travel, yeah, he stutter stepped in there.
Number 24, that was Willie Screws. And it's Cougar ball. 21 comes into the game. This is LeCroy Burton.
Williams back into the game for the Jaguars. He's been sitting down with 3 fouls.
Jaguars putting a little full court pressure on the Cougars. Not much luck with it, though.
Out to Suzu.
Oh, yeah.
We talk about a Suzu being a quiet player, but he's a big contributor, Cliff.
Yeah, he does a lot of different things well. Oh, man, I thought he was wide open down
He
there.
was, but the pass was off the mark. Bad.
So Northview is going to by 20 again, 49-29. They started off slow in the period, but now they seem to have some momentum going.
23, Terrell Harris.
A little out of control right there. Lost the ball.
Lost the ball, so here come the Jaguars once again. 2:16 left in the third.
Walton.
Misses. Here come the Cougars.
Lee What a play.
Oh, mercy.
That guy can play a little basketball.
15 points for Javante Lee. Cougars up by 22.
Oh, that was a nice pass.
And the basket for 34.
Markeith Williams. Little finesse.
That's only Williams' second basket of the game. He has 4 points.
He's done a nice job rebounding tonight for Barbour County. He got in that foul trouble earlier on, but in the first half, he was doing a good job using that size to open up the rebounding lanes for him.
Here's the free throw attempt. It's in the air, and it's no good.
I think we had a lane violation.
Yeah,
so,
number 24 stepped in the lane too quick. Suzu.
Yeah, so he'll get another chance. Northview up by 20, 51 to 31.
He misses that one too.
And there's a lot of poking and prodding going on down there.
Russo. It's his 4th. Short.
Nice pass from Zuzu.
Yeah, and it's a foul.
Foul on the Suzu.
No, Burton, number 21. It's going to be called for the foul.
It'll be his second.
So while we have time out on the court, I want to tell you about an event coming up. It's the Southeast Alabama Community Foundation Half Marathon and 5K. It's going to be a run for the Wiregrass. It's going to take place January 30th at Flowers Hospital. The Southeast Alabama Community Foundation has raised over $90,000 for local nonprofits. So if you want to register to join, just go to sacfhalfmarathon.org or call 334-446-0247.
All right, there's a discussion going on the floor about number 40. I don't believe they called him into the game. And
well, it was a foul. They called the foul on the wrong person, I think is what it was.
Number 10 for 3.
That's his 4th 3. 14 points for Scott.
Melton doing a nice job handling the ball under pressure over there. Man, he's quick.
Robinson, his second.
24 is coming in the game. Willie Screws. His 30 comes out. Russo.
Sean Holmes is back in.
He's in foul trouble with 4.
Nice pass from Danzy to Burden. And the travel, wow.
Yeah.
He was moving his feet about.
So the Cougars maintain possession with 49.3 seconds left. And a turnover.
Good shot from number 40, Robinson.
That was a nice move there by
That's
Robinson.
his first points of the game.
That was a nice move by him down there.
51-36.
Back to a 15-point lead.
And the Cougars lose it again.
Right, the Cougars have turned the ball over their last 2 possessions.
24.1 seconds left. He alertly throws it into the legs of number 5 for the Cougars, Javante Lee. So
he was hemmed up pretty bad right there.
Yeah, he was.
He's got number 10 wide open up here if he'll look, which is easier said than done. Markeith Williams doing some fancy dribbling. Oh, man. I don't know if all that was legal. He can hit it.
Now that guy can hit.
So at the end of 3, the Cougars' lead has dwindled from a 20-point lead to a 15-point lead. It's 51-36. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. All right, back at the Civic Center, the 10th annual Downtown Dothan Hoops Classic. And we're in the midst of a classic here between the Jaguars of Barbour County and the Cougars of Northview here in Dothan. And the Cougars have a 15-point lead, 51-36, with just 8 minutes left.
Well, the Cougars were outscored that period of 16-11. Bobby, so it was a good period for the Jaguars, but not so good for the Cougars. They struggled early in the period, but they came on a little better late in the period.
It's going to be interesting to see how things are going.
Yeah, that was a traveling call there.
Seen quite a few travels tonight from Barbour County.
Yeah, we've had several.
And a lot of that's good defense from Northview.
Trying to do a little pressure here, and it just ain't happened.
Turned on the gas there for a minute.
Northview just haven't been able to finish out those fast breaks, but part of it's due to the defense of Barbour County.
Well, Barbour County is always going to play good defense. Coach Raymond White is as good as there is around here. That's one thing he emphasizes, defense.
Stays with the Cougars. Melton will toss it in to number 2.
And he definitely will make that.
A 3.
Oh.
Yeah, that was
short.
Oh.
That would have been a pro three-pointer there, Cliff.
Yeah. And Northview has really gone cold here.
Well, they need to take the ball back and try to get this basic half-court offense until they can get some momentum going.
That 24 will come to the line. Foul's going to be on the Cougars. Number 4, Lee is Melton is second. So at the line is 24, Willie Screws, who is 3 for 4. 3 for 5. Has another shot coming. Misses that one.
Good movement.
Yeah, that one fell. So Leo come to the line to shoot 1.
And you got to give credit to Barbour County on their post defense. Every time somebody drives in, they're closing out that lane.
Jalen Robinson's 3rd.
He just made a good play right there, though.
He makes it.
A 3-point play by Lee.
He's having a nice night tonight. What's he got, Mitt?
18.
Yeah.
I tell you what, that's the guy to beat for Barbour County is that number 10.
Yeah, he's a player. Oh, high flyer.
That basket's counts.
And one. Number 23.
And he did a good job of attacking the basket on that one.
And that's Terrell Harris.
34. That's 4 for him.
That gives Harris 7 points. He had a 3 and a 2 in the first half.
Extends the lead back out to 20. 21.
The roll. Gives him 8 points on the night. 57-36. 6.5 to go.
21-point lead for the Cougars.
Foul on number 5, I believe.
The Cougars are not in the bonus. So
No, number 2. Holmes is second.
Holmes is scoreless here in the second half. He had 18 in the first half.
Number 10 looking.
So got somebody on the hold down there under the goal. I'm not sure who it is. We're about to find out. So that's on.
Picked up 2.
Yeah, that's on Holmes again.
That's going to be 3 on Sean. Back. No, it wasn't. Almost backcourt.
Almost.
I think he was thinking it might have been 2. Whoa, nice move. That's number 12.
Richardson. That's 4 points for Richardson.
He's got some good speed.
He is fast.
A lot of these guys out here are.
Harris attacks the basket again and draws the foul.
Yeah.
Jalen Robinson picks up his 4th foul.
Seen a lot of these Barbour County guys get on up there in the foul totals.
On Robinson.
Okay, Harris at the line. Shoots. Misses.
Harris is 1 of 2 from the line tonight with 8 points.
All right, his second attempt is coming. It's up in the air. It's good. 58-38, back to 20 points again. 5:41 left in the game.
Nice deep.
And a turnover.
Number 12.
Oh,
Nice
great
play.
hustle by number 12, Jay Richardson for the Jaguars. Almost got himself a turnover for his team. .529, the clock's ticking. Floor stretched out. Melton's at the top of the key. Now in the hands of Mitchell. And a foul's going to be called on 24, I do believe.
With his screws.
That's his third. So at the line is number 3, Kendrick Mitchell, with 4 points tonight. He's 2 for 3 from the line. Missed that one. 50% now. Puts it up. It gets the roll. It's good.
Northview goes up by 21.
Back door wide open.
Number 10 puts it in.
Barbour County did a good job of relaxing and breaking that press that time.
Yep.
16 points for Scott.
Good job of closing that paint.
Foul's going to be called on 32, I believe.
Definitely. Leon Richardson.
Yep.
At the line is number 23, Terrell Harris. He is 2 of 3 from the line tonight with 9 points.
Makes that one. He's got another coming. It's back to a 20-point lead, 60-40. 4:37 left in the game. He misses number 2. Here comes the Jaguars.
Richardson couldn't handle it. Number 10 will.
Here comes Terrell Harris.
Turns on the gas. Richardson gets a palm on it. And it's going everywhere.
Susan saves it.
Too much to say.
Harris pulls it back out. Over to Lee.
And here's an interesting stat, Bobby. Northview has not hit a single three-pointer in the second half.
You know, I was going to ask you about that because I didn't think they had. Still with a 22-point lead, though, so. Back door wide open. Zuzu hustles back, though.
Six points for Richardson.
Back to 20 again. 3:18 left.
Nice hesitation move that time by Milton.
Yeah. Northview wants to talk it over for a second.
So the Cougars are up 64-42. 3:11 left in the fourth. We're at the Downtown Dothan Hoops Classic.
In here with 3:11. As the Cougars took their timeout. Here comes the Jaguars with the inbounds toss. Down by 22. Full court pressure still applied. Down to number 10. He can sink threes, but
Richardson to Richardson. Back to Richardson.
Yeah, he knocks in another 3. That is his 5th three-pointer of the game.
Wow. The three-point line is being good to people tonight in the Dozen Civic Center.
that's true.
19 points for Scott.
Terrell Lee over to number 5. Lee.
Melton.
Melton.
No dice.
Got a floor foul here.
The Cougars still have not made a three-pointer in the second half. D'Souza is called for the foul. So both teams are now in the bonus.
Still a 1-and-1 for number 10, Torian Scott, who has been hot this second half with 3 threes. He had 2 in the first half.
That's his first.
Free throw shot.
Yeah, sure is.
Got another coming. He makes it. Terrell Harris gets it across midcourt. 2:24.
Nice rebound there by Coach Jason.
Stays with the Cougars. I'll tell you what, number 21 for Barbour County is almost as tall as Chase.
Yeah, he's a big guy. I remember him from last year. He had a brother that played with him. They were a good tandem.
All right. And he draws a foul. So, Kobe, number 15 will come to the line. Chasing.
Foul is on number 21, I believe.
I think that's one again.
Yeah, no, that's Walton. All right. Jason gets his free throw. makes one of two. Under 2 minutes left.
Walton.
So Terrell Harris gets it, and they get it across midcourt. Oh,
A little miscommunication that time between Lee and Isuzu.
Yeah, he knocked and nobody was home. We'll see a wholesale substitution here from, well, pretty much wholesale.
Into the game is 00, 12, 11, and 13. 00 is Danzy, 11 is Thompson, 12 is Fleming, and 13 is Kobe Bryant.
okay, Melton, a lone participant to stay in on that one. Stays with the Jaguars, excuse me, the Cougars. Oh, it's the Jaguars in, okay.
Yeah, it was out on the Cougars.
Number 10 shoots his three. So Northview gets the rebound, and here they come. In no hurry. Clock at a minute.
Kobe Bryant. Kobe comes to the game, takes a shot, and misses, but gets his own rebound. It's fouled on the putback.
Terry Scott gets the foul.
So we got the Black Mamba shooting two, shooting one.
Kobe.
Gets in on the scoring. He's made one. Has another coming.
Pearson back in for the Cougars, number 14.
Right eyes the basket. 57 seconds remaining, and he misses. Another whistle. And so it's out on the Cougars. So the whistle blows. Fouls on 14. Pearson.
Yeah.
Second. 12 at the line. This is Jay Richardson. He's 2 for 2. 2 for 3 with 3 points. No, excuse me, with 5 points. So he's got 5.
Whoa, Danzy.
Oh, nice move for Danzy to get into the score. Trail pulls up, shoots, misses.
I thought he was about to throw it down.
32 puts it in for 2. 26 seconds left.
Now, I'll tell you what, boys, we got some good matchups coming up.
Danza scored 2 quick baskets off the bench.
Yeah, back to a 20-point lead. So we have a lane violation called with 3-4 seconds left.
Yeah, the Cougars win it 70-50, 5-8. Got that 20-point lead, and they win it by 20. 70-50, and one thing about this game, Cliff, it was like two different halves. Northview came out the first half and had the Dothan Fire Department on standby, and they didn't need them the second half, but they really came out strong about midway in the first period, and at the end of one, they had a 16-11 lead, and they led 40-20 at halftime, 51-36 at the end of three, and they win it 70-50. And the leading scorer for the Cougars tonight, well, Sean Holmes had 18 points, but they all came in the first half, and Sean put up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pointers. Kendrick Mitchell had 5 points, Melton 5. Javante Lee had a big first half. He put up 13 and added 7 more to end the game with 20 points. So he had a big game. Danza came off the bench and put up 4 points. Kobe Bryant had 1 point, Suzu 6, and Terrell Harris had 5 in the first half, and he added 5 more in the second half for 10 points. And Coach Chasen had 1 point for the Cougars.
Okay, to round out the scoring for Barbour County unofficially, 21 points for Terry and Scott, 6 points for Jay Richardson, 7 for Jaquel Rusall, 9 for Markeith Williams, 4 for Jalen Robinson, and 3 points for Willie Screws. And that closes out one of the brackets for Monday night, which will be the 6 o'clock game. It will be Northview taking on Eufaula at 3:30. Well, that was this afternoon, so it'll be at 6 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Right? Am I right there? No, Tuesday. There we go.
It will be at 3:30.
Yeah, Tuesday at 3:30, and then the winner of the Dale County Houston Academy game will play at 5 o'clock on Tuesday. So that wrapped it up for this game here as Northview wins comfortably by 20 points and advances to continue to advance in the Dothan Downtown Hoops Classic. This is the 10th annual, and it's all happening right here on the Scenic Sports Network.